Good, everybody? Big Game James here, enjoying the great outdoors. Sometimes you just need to get away. You need to get this good trees. The trees give you give you that good mental health. You always got to have good mental health, and being in these trees, being in the forest, being around this kind of stuff, just gives you mental health. So out here, and I need it. So I'm just out here chilling, just looking at about what's going on with Cowboys football right now. What's up, everybody who's jumping in the feed? Shout outs to you. If your name hasn't come up, there it is. What's up, T Smooth TV? Trey Craig, what's good with you? Just got some quick news on Cowboys that I just heard, so I got to talk about it. Don't know how true it is, but first of all, let's talk about the truths. The truths is CeeDee Lamb, first round draft pick for the Dallas Cowboys receiver from Oklahoma, has been signed, sealed, and he's delivered. 4-year, $14 million guaranteed deal with the fifth-year option. As we know, the fifth-year option is different now because it's not based on just where you were slotted at the draft pick or just in that first round. Now it's going to be based on performance. So if CeeDee Lamb kills it, that fifth-year option can be crazy, or they could sign him ahead of time. But that's a lot. That's a lot of the first-round draft picks across the board with that fifth-year option. So there's only 3 remaining guys, I believe, unsigned. Second-round pick, cornerback Trevin Diggs. Third-round pick, Neville Gallimore, defensive tackle from Oklahoma, and Tyler Biadasz, center from Wisconsin. Those are 3, I believe, remain unsigned. But they, from all points, what it's pointing forward to is that they will be signed by this week because they're rapidly trying to get it done. Some of the things that I wanted to talk about that just came up, the NFL and the players. I told you how they finally agreed on the testing. What's good with you, Rue Glock? How you doing? Yeah, Ned's been putting in that work, and I made a little post about his little Twitter tweet, which was cool. But yeah, hit that like button, like and share this, man. Remember, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I got some stuff for you right quick. But check this out, though. The NFL and the NFLPA, I made a video a few days ago how they agreed to make the agreement on daily testing, which was huge because a lot of players were talking about balking. A lot of big name players started coming out, Russell Wilson's and the Drew Breeses. We heard about DeMarcus Lawrence saying, hey, if y'all don't make this safety protocol, then we're not going to play. But they were still trying to iron out the financials for the NFL before training camp starts officially on, before camp starts. 28 is official when everybody reports. Quarterbacks and injured players have to report. So Dak Prescott and injured players are reporting. They have to take COVID tests, one today and one Sunday. Make sure they come out negative before they can enter the building on Monday. Everybody else reports on Monday. The rookies have already reported and had to take multiple tests before they could get in. But as I said before, there has not been a financial agreement made as of yet with the NFL and NFLPA. So it has just been leaked that the NFL is saying they will shut down the season, possibly shut down the season. All right, possibly shut down the season if a financial agreement is not made. So for all the testing and all the protocol for everybody's been doing for this NFL, now they're talking about if they don't have this agreement of how they're going to do this financially with this salary cap, are they going to reduce it? How are they going to do these players' contracts? What is the opt-out clause? Because today is Friday. They want to have all that done, or they're saying basically the players can still just have a virtual camp and they won't have no physical training camp at all. They will just go back to a virtual camp until they can get that agreement. Now, the NFLPA has come back and said that there is no work stoppage and no strike clause in that CBA agreement. So they're basically balking at that issue. But once again, NFL and NFLPA are going back and forth on how to iron out the financials for this upcoming 2020 season with the COVID going on. So as much as I got excited, I had a cautious optimism. And remember, if you like to donate, go ahead and get them donations popping. It ain't gonna hurt you. $1, $2, $3, $4 holla. Hey, we got to continue to grow this nation over here, man. The grind is fierce. So if you want to get a donation popping, you can donate, donation, or you can cash app your boy at $ Big Game James 72. If you'd like to continue to help grow the nation, you feel me? Because every little thing that you do to make you help go to this, I use to make things great on the end of Silver and Blue Nation Big Game James. That's just to let you know. But as I said before, man, this is another situation that's come up that must be addressed, because if it's not addressed, there ain't going to be nobody in camp. So that's only 2 days away. So they got to figure this out. I've been watching this thing with this COVID heavily. I've been posting a lot for you guys, letting you guys know and keeping you guys updated on this. But this is serious. They got to figure out those financials before they can do anything on COVID wise, for real. Because if they don't figure that out, they're basically saying players ain't coming to camp and they're going to do everything virtual. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing a show. What? But as I said before, so that's a situation that's kind of got me up in arms, and I'm just wondering, like, how's this really going to happen? It's just a lot of roadblocks in this situation with this COVID that's really going on right now, and it's got me just a little bit frustrated once again, because everybody is going to the unknown. There is no knowns with this. We've seen what's going on with basketball. They have been able to make it happen. You've seen with baseball happening. They have been making it happen. But the biggest thing that I tried to tell you guys is that the NBA was going on. And then it got shut down. So they were able to shut it down, go back and see how they could redo everything and make it work under the COVID situations. And they did it. The baseball stopped it, shut it down, figured out a way they could get this popping and rolling, and now baseball's got it going. The NFL is not having no kind of shutdown yet. The NFL has not seen no kind of shutdown. They just been riding right into the storm. So they're doing it as they go. So they're doing a lot of this unknown stuff that they don't have any kind of nothing for. They're just trying to figure out as they go. So you've seen those other leagues shut down first and then reopen after they figured it out. I wonder what's going to happen in this NFL, because they coming right into it and they haven't had a possibility of a shutdown yet, because nothing happened to them during this period of time. So this is interesting to see. This money situation is going to be huge, because players are going to be wanting stipends, COVID stipends. They've already been talking about that. They've already been talking about the opt-out clauses. They've been talking about the escrow, 35%. The NFL changed it, said, well, what about reducing each team's salary cap down to 40 million, taking 40 million automatically off the cap. It's just a crazy situation. So we're all talking about football and everything, but what we really need to be looking at is what's going on with this NFL and NFLPA, because if that doesn't agree and if that doesn't go down, there ain't going to be nothing going on with Dallas. So that's what I'm going to try to keep you guys abreast on, keep you guys on the latest news. Also, I just made a recent post with Brian Broaddus. And I mean, this could be a rumor, but Brian Broaddus has said this. This was at Brian Broaddus. I mean, this was on, he was on the show. We had RJ Choppy on the show. I trust Broaddus what he says. I don't think he just throws out fake numbers or fake things just to say it. But one of the things, what's good with you, James Brooks, Kid Roscoe, what's up with you, fam? Appreciate you becoming a new member. I really love it. If you remember, donation, if you like. But check this out. Brian Broaddus made a tweet and said that he talked to a Cowboys coach and said, do you think Dak still wants to be here, with all this situation going on? He didn't get his deal. He's on the, the tag, whatever. Still feel like Dak is going to be here. Do you think Dak still wants to be a Dallas Cowboy after all the situation? Basically, he said this Cowboys coach said no. He don't think he does, but Dak is never going to let you know that. He's the consummate professional, and that's what he's going to do. And that's what Dak has done. Ever since I've seen him in Dallas, he never shows his hand. But that was telling to me, and I told y'all many times on the video, and I'm not trying to start any rumors or anything like that. But if Brian Broaddus said he talked to a Cowboys coach, and I love that for the Cowboys coach to put a name on it, but they'll never do that. But if you're saying that, no, I don't think he wants to be here or this and that, I think it really was real that even, we had Patrick Walker on the show. Make sure you check out that show. What do you want?
Can I go play with the girls?
Why not? Go. I'm doing something while you see me doing a video. Like, stop being rude. Sorry about that. But, how kids are. But what I was saying, we had Patrick Walker on the show. And the thing that to me when he was talking about Stephen Jones and how he did that negotiation with DeMarcus Lawrence and how he does the negotiation with a lot of guys. That he's basically, I think Stephen Jones, I ain't hating on Stephen Jones. I like how he managed the cap a lot better. I like how he started reeling in his dad, just going out there and just spending anything. I love Jerry because he would go out there and try to get it, he going to try to always make the Cowboys better. But when you look at it, you got to be smart. But now you got Stephen Jones, who's not just a cheapskate to me, but he's got a proud attitude like, I got this, I'm going to do this, and it's going to be done this way or no way. And I kind of just don't like that attitude. I get it, but it's like you got your guy, and it's still frustrating to me. And I'm just going back to it. If I was Dak Prescott, and I told you, if I seen Stephen Jones in the media or on the media saying, yeah, I love Dak and we love Dak, but he's got to make sure that this makes it better for everybody. We got to make sure it's feasible for everybody. And I just seen you saying we don't make deal, we're not being trendsetters with Ezekiel Elliott, and people think you're against Ezekiel. No, it's just said you said you weren't going to be trendsetters, and then you let Ezekiel Elliott be a trendsetter with that money. You said you weren't going to be trendsetters, you weren't breaking the bank, and you weren't setting the mark or anything, and then you went and signed DeMarcus Lawrence. You said you weren't doing that with Amari Cooper. You said all that, but you took forever to do Dak, and just like Patrick Walker said. He said he got on the phone just like he got on with Lawrence and said, okay, let's make this happen. So you get on the phone, and then you get on the phone with Dak Prescott, and y'all are talking about making this happen. But if you, like you said, you calling that one and it takes about 12 hours to do paperwork, that shit ain't happening. You feel me? And that's the frustrating part. You stick out your chest and say, this is the way we gonna do it, and that's it. And y'all were standing firm with this deal, but you got your guy who sat there and did everything y'all wanted him to do. Stay quiet, never ruffled a feather, anything. Signed this franchise tag deal, you know what I'm saying? But you still couldn't get a deal done, but you got everybody else's deal done. And you talking about this is your franchise quarterback. Your quarterback is the most important player on the team. I don't give a hell. You can have you. It's been you. Yeah, we've seen a few quarterbacks who weren't great win Super Bowls, but for real, if you got that quarterback that's any kind of good, you got a better chance of going to the Super Bowl. But you paid everybody else, and you ain't pay him. You ain't think he gonna feel some kind of way. But as he said, Dak never shows his hand. Dak never says anything. He just said, and to me, did you see Dak? Everybody said, oh, Dak Prescott, here's his thoughts on after this happened. All I heard him say was, I'm excited to be a Cowboy. Let's try to get this six and let's make this happen. To me, that didn't sound like somebody who was super enthusiastic. That's somebody saying, you know what, I'm not going to ruffle the feathers. I'm not going to be fighting and going back and forth and complaining in the media, and more people can talk trash or talk shit about me. I'm just going to be quiet, do what I need to do, and if something come up later on, I might just take it and leave. That can really freaking happen now. And people who all said this and that about Dak Prescott and, oh, he ain't nobody, you're going to see, man. I really feel like under McCarthy, man, he's really going to take his game to another level. But he's a human being like everybody else. And I don't care if you're talking about me being a franchise guy, but you pay everybody else in this damn building and you can't get my deal done. And I'm your franchise quarterback and you can't get my deal done. You tell everybody to spread the pie with me, but you don't do it with everybody else. That's a bunch of BS to me. And I'm going to feel some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? But Dak is a smart guy because he ain't going to ruffle no feathers. He's going to do what he's going to do. So we'll see how that story pans out. Something to keep your eyes on as it goes forward. Okay? Just something to look at. One last thing. I posted a thing on Twitter as well. Neville Gallimore. I really love his leadership. My guy, Wink Marvel, who is on Twitter. We talk a lot on Twitter, and he's making a lot of posts on Twitter all the time. Wink is cool as hell. And he tagged Tristan Hill in this particular tweet, and it said, I've been posting a lot of videos with Alden Smith, Gallimore, and Antoine Woods, where they've been really working out with Brian Jordan, who I'm trying to get on the show as well, because he's a beast at what he does. But Wink tweeted him and said, hey man, where Tristan Hill, you need to be up here getting into these workouts. Where you at? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's been wondering where the hell Tristan Hill at. So what I did was I jumped in the tweet because he tagged me in the tweet. I went in the tweet and said, hey, yeah, that I'd love to see him at these workouts. I'd love to see Hill working out with these other guys because we haven't seen anything from Hill in 2 years. Ain't no kind of workouts, no nothing. So I went on Tristan Hill's Twitter page. He's not really active on Twitter all like that, but I seen who he followed. He got like 22 followers on Twitter. I seen who he followed. Who he follows is only one person on Dallas, and that's Tony Pollard. I just thought that was telling to me. It's not me assuming anything, But I'm just like, man, you play for the Cowboys, you only follow one person on Twitter, and that's Tony Pollard. So, and I heard a lot of stories with Brandon Tucker, one of my guys who was a trainer, trained a lot of these Dallas Cowboys. I heard a lot of stories. I don't know if all these is true, but I heard a lot of stories about Tristan Hill and how he was kind of away from everybody else. So, um, but the good thing about it is Neville Gallimore, I love his early leadership as a rookie. When the tweet was made, he jumped on our Twitter and I made the post where he's saying, just because you don't see him out here, he's out there working, big dog. And when you tweeting, he's working. So I appreciate Gallimore sticking up for his guy, being a professional. I don't know what Hill is doing. I still want to see what Hill can do. I don't want to throw Hill away. I hope things have changed from last year. Maybe new coaching staff can, change those things. I believe he does have talent, and I just don't want to throw away guys from the 2019 class that they're going to need. Those are building blocks. Those are cornerstone players that you can add to. Why wouldn't you want to have, if you have a Gerald McCoy and a Dontari Poe, and why wouldn't you want to have a Tristan Hill and Neville Gallimore later on, 2-3 years down the line? Why wouldn't you want to see that? You know what I'm saying? You want to have these pieces. You just don't want to throw them away. That's why I just don't want to say you're a bust. Well, let's get rid of you and you're done. No, I don't want to just say that with him. I want to see. I made a video about him. I just don't want to throw him away. He got a good, quick first step. Maybe you got to just work with his mentals. Maybe he could be a head case. I don't know. But let's not just throw him away after 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Joe Jackson, I want to see. Connor McGovern, Donovan Wilson still. I want to see these guys. That 2020 class. I want to see all these guys kind of, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Cali Boy 805? What's up with you? I want to see these guys mesh, man, because you need these young guys for the future. You just don't want to throw these guys away. You want these young guys for the future, man. So we can't just want to always just throw a guy away after 1 year because he didn't meet the expectations of the people or people out here. Let's not do that. Let's say, hey, let's see what it has, because they say 3 years before you can really tell a player. So it's only year 2 with some of these guys. So let's give these guys a chance. So that's just kind of my thing, what's going on. But the biggest thing is that NFL and the NFLPA that I've been keeping you up on, that's what's got to happen first. They got to come to some kind of financial agreement before any kind of camp starts. And that's what my kind of thing that I'm keeping my eye on more than anything else. Great draft picks are getting signed. I think everybody else will be signed by this week. It's great. Dak is reporting to camp. As I said today, they got to take at least 2 COVID tests, one today and one Sunday. Dak and injured players are reporting today. They have to take 1 test today and 1 Sunday before they can enter camp. Like I said, Monday, and the rookies had to take 2 tests before they can enter, and they both had to come out negative. So, but like I said, man, that's just a story to check out and see with this Dak Prescott thing, because that's telling to me. As I said before, Dak never shows his hand, never says anything. He's always the good soldier. But I really think that made Dak Prescott feel some kind of way, because I'm going to keep it real, dog. If I was a quarterback, for real, I would take it personal. I would. If I was a guy that y'all picked in the 4th round, you know what I'm saying, and not to beat a dead horse, but if y'all picked me in the 4th round and y'all expected me to sit and not play no kind of football, y'all expected me to sit and y'all expected me to be a developmental guy, and you had Tony Romo there, and you still had freaking offensive OC coordinator. I can't remember his damn name right now. What's the damn OC's name? Oh my God, I can't remember. You know the little guy. I can't remember his name. Somebody tell me his name. But you know the OC was the 2nd string quarterback. I don't know why his name is coming up blank right now. But if you see me as a 3rd round pick, a 4th round pick, and I wasn't even supposed to play, I come in for Kellen Moore. Sorry, Kellen Moore. So, my bad, Colin Moore. So, you got Kellen Moore that is your 2nd string. Both y'all get hurt. I ain't supposed to play. You get me out there. I ball out and do a rookie record. Like I said, a rookie record. And as I said before, y'all moved on from Romo. Nobody forced Stephen Jones. Nobody forced Jerry Jones. Nobody forced y'all. Y'all run shit. Nobody forced y'all to move on from from Tony Romo. You could have easily came back to him, sat Dak back on the bench and kept it moving. It wouldn't have did anything. But y'all chose not to do that, man. And that's the frustrating part. Y'all did this. Dallas did this. Don't start blaming Dak Prescott and his agent. Dallas set all this up. because y'all had a chance to stay who y'all had, but y'all didn't. Y'all moved on. Y'all rolled with Dak. Y'all said he's our guy. You get what I'm saying? And all he's done in them 4 years is done everything you wanted him to do. What the hell has he not wanted you to do? Huh? What is Dak Prescott not done for y'all in the organization? He's won games. He's won titles. You know what I'm saying? He's improved every year. He continues to get better. You know what I'm saying? Dak Prescott is not the prettiest player. We all freaking know that by now. Can we all understand that he doesn't throw the prettiest ball? We understand that. We understand he throws the ball behind people sometimes. We all understand he's not a perfect quarterback right now. He still need a lot of growing up to do. He still need to continue to get better. But for somebody who's a fourth round draft pick, who people were talking about to convert him to a receiver or a tight end or something like that because they don't know if he can play quarterback because they don't know about his Zachary issues and his ball placement. And look what he's done in these 4 years. You know what I'm saying? And y'all still, what? So yeah, I'm gonna feel slighted as a quarterback when you go out and sign everybody else and you keep on talking about I'm your guy, but you keep signing everybody else and I'm sitting here and I'm on a franchise deal. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a franchise tag deal. It's great. Nobody's complaining about getting 31 million. I'm not getting mad that you tagged me for 31 million. I'm not mad at that. But I am kind of frustrated that I don't get a long-term deal and everybody else did. Everybody else made these deals. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't work with me. That's the frustrating part. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how this pans out. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how the situation pops. And it's something to continue to look at. But right now, to me, the NFL, the NFLPA, that's the biggest thing. They got to iron out this financial agreement before anything else happens with the Cowboys or the NFL for that reason. Let's see what y'all got to say. Shout out to you, Eastside. What's up with you, dog? King, what's up with your Rue Glock? Cali Cowboy John, what's up with your big dog? E2 Blue Entertainment, what's up with your dog? Yeah, talk to him, kid. 30 people in here, only 15 likes. But you know what? Hey, here's the thing. This is what I say about that, kid. I ain't out here for no clout. I would love that you like this video more. If you don't, it's okay. The people who are in here right now, that's all I care about. People in here right now, you ain't gotta like it, but my people right here talking right here, that's all I care about. If I only have 5 people in here right now and we just killing and we just talking, I'm good. I ain't even tripping. So you want to like the video? Go ahead. I appreciate it. If you don't, it's all good. I appreciate everybody who's in there now. I appreciate anybody who's in here right now showing love. That's all I worry about. I don't worry about the outside forces. I'm trying to be like Dak Prescott. I don't worry about the numbers and all that other stuff. All I'm worried about is who's in here right now and who's talking and who's listening to Cowboys football from Big Game James. Feel me? So go check out that video with Patrick Walker if you haven't checked it already. That was a great ass interview. A lot of science, a lot of info. And yeah, we're still working on a few people. I told y'all that I'm working on Philip Tanner and John Kitna. I talked to Philip Tanner last week. He was saying it was good. He had to figure out what was going on with Texas football. Texas football is good to go now. So now they were just going to figure out a schedule, how they're doing their schedule with football, and to come on the show with myself and the late night hype crew. So look for John Kitna and Philip Tanner to do a dynamic duo and have us all on the hype, because I really want to pick Kitna's brain about Dak Prescott and really thought, and I just want to talk to Kitna in general because I just think he's a great guy and I think he's a great coach. I think that was, in my opinion, that's one of the things that really hurt me more than anything else was John Kitna not being there again. I really wish he could have coached Dak Prescott again. But when you have a Mike McCarthy and you have a Kellen Moore who is more of a listener and an understudy, I think Mike McCarthy is a very dominant type of guy, and I think John Kitna is a dominant type figure as well, and maybe those guys probably would have clashed. Maybe I think that's why, my opinion, just my opinion, I just think there would be a clash in that QB room. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's why that didn't happen. So just my opinion on that, but we'll see. But continue to like, subscribe, support Big Game James, Silver and Blue Nation. Still trying to go hard. As I told y'all before, I've been doing some construction on the page. Just continue to trying to learn more things to make better videos for you guys. Make things a lot, I don't think they're boring, but you know, just continue to add, continue to grow. You always got to continue to grow and not stay the same. You feel me? Yeah, I mean, to me, the Cowboys dropped the ball, not Dak Prescott. This Cowboys dropped the ball to me in this whole damn thing. They stuck out their chest. They were arrogant, and you know, now we're here. So we'll see what happens though. But we don't know if Dak Prescott's going to be a long-term quarterback. You know what I mean? But we shall see. So we'll see. But now since the deal is not done, what up, KMT? Now since the deal is not done, ain't nothing popping off until next year. So we'll just see how that goes and if it really happens or not. Something to keep your eye on. But like I said, continue to support Big Game James. Continue to support while we continue to make improvements to the page. Continue to try to get better each day. Continue to try to bring you the best. That's what I do want to tell you before I get off of here. And I said it on my Facebook video earlier, and I want to just tell you guys this is hey, appreciate you, Cali Cowboy. Thank you very much for the compliment on the. I'm gonna keep on grinding for you. What's up, Blake A? Hey, appreciate you, Kayla Muhammad, first time listener. Hey, I'm trying to bring the fire to you. But the one thing I do want to tell you guys before I get off of here is we're not clout chasers, and I just want to tell you that. A lot of people talk about. We had Patrick Walker. We ain't clout chasers over here. I ain't a clout chaser. You know what I'm saying? The main thing that we went out there and got the Brian Broaddus's and the Dave Hellmans and the Jesse Hollies and the Philip Tanners and the Darren Woodsons, the Daryl Worleys and the Cedric Wilsons. The reason why we went out there and got those guys is because we want to bring you the best Cowboys knowledge. We don't want to bring you the stuff that the NFL Network talks about or all these Fugazi networks talk about that aren't around Cowboys camp. Don't talk about the Cowboys. They just get a report and then they just regurgitate and make it look like they sounded like they said it. No, we want to bring you the legit Cowboys news. So that's why we want to get the Cowboys people who are actually in the building talking and finding out what's really going on. So when we come out and do a show, when we report something, it's the truth. It's the real. It's not the fake. It's not the speculation. It's not, oh, this may be. No, it's the real shit. That's why we go out there and get them. That's why the Skywalker Steels and the Law Nations and it's countless, too many other people out there. But I'm just talking about my crew. You know what I'm saying? That's why we come with the late night hype, because we want to continue to bring that top Cowboys knowledge. We want to bring you the truth, and we want to bring it to you in a real fashion. So you might see interviews on my end, my show. Sky may have just an interview on his show. Law may just have an interview, but we all come together and make that stuff pop for the better of you, because we are here for the fans. And when we tell you that, and I just want to tell you something else. When I be popping off them donations, I want you to let you know that I'm not coming at y'all out of greed. It's just something on my heart I want to talk to y'all about. I don't come at y'all with greed because I say donations or whatever. Nothing like that. I ain't begging for nothing. But you know what? When you go to school and you put in work, it's a business. And so you want to continue to make things grow. And you want to continue to make things on a higher level. I don't want to just be the same every single show. I don't want to just be the same every time. So it takes money to that. That one popped off too? Hey, y'all need to get ready. Tell them to come on, because I'm about to finish this live. You know what I'm saying? So tell them to come on. All right. But hey, appreciate you, Blake A. But like I said, man, the donations are the better the nation. The donation is to, okay, what can I do? My guy, DDP, I just got me this new little box. I can do some things to create some more things on the show, because I want to constantly do improvements. I want to constantly figure out what can I do better to make this thing great. What can I do better to make this a great show every single time. So that's the reason why that comes out. So I don't want anybody ever thinking that I'm some greedy person or anything like that. I do this for the people. I do this for you guys. I got in this because of my passion, and I love this. But I want to bring the best Cowboys knowledge. And when somebody comes across that's a Cowboy fan and comes across this page and says, I love the Cowboys, I want them to be able to click my stuff and say, okay, I'll Big Game James. I like that shit. You get what I mean? And I mean, hey, what's up, boo thing? So I just want to explain that to you, and I just appreciate the love that and the support you guys have done. Let's continue to get those subscriptions up. It was going real hard, taper down a little bit. So let's continue to get them subscriptions up. We got a nice plethora of members already within the first couple months, but we want more, and I will continue to do more. Okay, but we want more members. We want this, and we got a great family over here at Silver and Blue Nation, Big Game James. Great family. I love my family. I call y'all family. I might just be rambling, but I call y'all family. I really do. Y'all are really like my family. Like, you should see when I talk to Boo Thing, I feel like I know some of y'all and I never met y'all, but I feel like I know y'all. And what has been great is this page has brought us together. You get what I'm saying? This page has brought everything together. You know what I'm saying? And so people I didn't know, now I feel like, damn, that's almost feel like y'all family because I talk to you all the time more than my family members. You feel me? So that's a great thing. That's a beautiful thing. So let's continue to make this thing great. Let's continue to get these subscriptions up. Let's continue to make memberships. Let's continue to get this thing going. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we aren't just a Cowboys family. We family. And so, you know, we want to continue to grow as a family. You feel me? We want to continue to get better as a family. You know what I mean? And we always want to continue to prove as a family. Just like your regular life, you always want to do those three things in your regular life. We want to continue to do those things here too on the Big Game James page. We want to always continue to grow our family and continue to give the best. Because when you're giving the best, people go out there and say, you know, tell about it. So I love all you guys. Appreciate everything y'all have done. Thurston Howe, what's up with you, big baby? But got some good guests coming up. We're going to continue to get in the grind. Neville Gallimore, shit, I want to get him on an interview. If he tweeted that, I'm like, well, look, big dog, if you saying that on the Twitter, come on to the show. You know what I'm saying? Say it on the show, big dog. Hey, you ain't got to say it on Twitter. Come on the big show and you can have the arena. So we're looking to try to get some more players, especially if this thing doesn't go down and they continue to have it virtual. We're going to continue to give you the closest ear to Cowboys football. So keep tuning in. All right. So I am out. Big Game James, Silver Blue Nation, the Late Night Hype. You know how we do. Salutes, and I'm going to talk to you soon. Thank you for everybody tuning in. Love y'all. Peace. Deuces. I'm out.